Good morning guys, so my name's Chris and I'm a full-time eBay reseller. Now what that means that I do is I go to car boots, auctions, charity shops, all that sort of stuff, and I buy stuff and then I try and flip it on eBay for a profit. Part of that through eBay means I have to ship my items. Now I've been asked numerous times how I ship a lot of my items, because if you watch my sales videos guys, you'll see I do everything from fishing rods to golf clubs to clothing to board games to every single thing you can imagine in the middle. Basically, I'm an equal opportunist. If I can get it cheap enough and sell it for high enough, I will buy and sell it. So I kind of figured, you know what, I'm going to put some packing videos out there. I did originally try and do one really long one, didn't go well, didn't put it to YouTube, so when I sell stuff, I'm going to pop it out there for you. Now the ones I've got today guys, is I've got a board game. Now this is a £40 board game, and that one there is a £12 board game. Now they're going to be packed exactly the same, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys the cheap, efficient way to do it. And I'm going to show you the way that we do it, which isn't as cheap and does cost me more. And I do all my items free postage, so all the costs go to me. I don't get anything for it, but I still do it a sort of better way than the cheap way. And the Blood Bowl, sorry, comes with a load of minifigures that don't fit in the box because they've been built. So what we're also going to do, guys, is on this video we're going to show you how to ship sort of minifigures, collectibles. They're called miniatures, so that's the sort of things that you may ship that are like Warhammer related or whatnot. Those things are worth money and they are worth picking up, and I'll show you how we do that as well. But first things first, let's get these packed. So first things first, I'm going to show you on the cheap one, but just bear in mind the Blood Bowl will be packed the same. But let me first of all show you a way that you can do it that kind of saves money if you wanted to, and I wouldn't recommend it, and I'll tell you why in a second. But first things first is we're going to take that, we're going to apply some shrink wrap. But let's just quickly do that. I'm going to be completely unpacking this after because I won't ship it like this. I have another visitor. And they're both wearing my clothes. Frustratingly. Right guys, so that's the way that I wouldn't recommend to do it. So all I've literally done is take my black shrink wrap, and I'll tell you why in a second, and apply fragile tape. Here's why I wouldn't do that. It doesn't look like you put much effort in, which could upset your customer, and you don't want to upset your customers. And number two, there's next to no additional protection on that. It's waterproof, which is good, but that's about the only additional protection you've got on that, which ain't really what you want. Now the reason why we use black shrink wrap, because we are going to use that, is a couple of reasons. One, it's waterproof. Two, the fragile tape's on it now to tell both the customer and the courier that we've put effort in, that it's a fragile item, and that they should do the same, and that we put effort in. Now that is kind of that, guys. Not how we're gonna do it. The other reason for it being black as well, guys, we do black shrink wrap because it's sort of an anti-theft device in a way. So if that's by a bin, hidden behind a bin, somebody might walk past, see black, and just go, oh, it's supposed to be by the bin, black for black bin bags. It hides it better. If it's clear, like we're shipping a Blood Bowl, most people that see that, if it's just clearly shrink wrapped, would just go, I know that's worth money, I'm going to stick that in the back of my car. Whereas if they don't know it's a Blood Bowl, we might get away with it. Fingers crossed for the customer. But anyway guys, I'm going to unpack that. I'm going to show you the way that we would do it. So we've got both board games, so we're going to pack them both simultaneously, and then I'll show you the miniatures, how we do them. But yeah, we're going to use bubble wrap. Much better. Right, so there we go guys, bubble wrap. Now, I'll let you in on a little secret. One, that makes the customer think that you've tried harder, which is very important. And the reason why I don't mind spending a little bit more on doing things like physically bubble wrapping my product is because at the end of the day, this amount of bubble wrap probably at worst case scenario cost me £1. To have that returned cost me more than that. So a little bit extra on the packing also means that I'm saving money on returns and cutting my returns down, which increases my sales. But anyway guys, that's that bit. Right guys, so that one's done, ready for a label. We've marked it up with an SS for street safe because it's going to go to the living room where we do all the labelling. But the Blood Bowl, now that's got a load of minifigures with it, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how we would pack those minifigures. So first things first, where have they gone? Okay, over there, got a load of Tupperware boxes. Now let me show you what they're like. Right then guys, so when it comes to miniature figures and plastic figures and all that, these things, and I'm going to pull a couple out, are very small, they're very fragile, they're made of plastic, and they break very easily. I'll actually show you an example. Here's one that I actually ordered. Where's it gone? There. So that was a full metal one that I ordered online. I've now got, they refunded me because it just arrived broke, like shattered into what should have been 5 pieces, but more like 12, and they just used bubble wrap. Worth a try. But we use these. So these are Tupperware containers, guys, and most people use these for frozen meals, leftovers and whatnot. What we're going to do is we're going to stick some bubble wrap in here, and I'm going to stick them in, and we're going to seal them with some tape. But I'll show you what that looks like. Right, so we're actually going to be in 3 Tupperware boxes on these guys, but I'll just quickly show you. So that's how they go in to start with. So non-overlapping over too much really. Some are obviously touching, but non-overlapping, non-stuck on top of each other, non-doing anything like that. And then we're going to fold this bubble wrap in like that, and then we're going to throw another piece of bubble wrap in there. But I'll show you once they're all done. Then guys, so they all end up looking like that. Got a nice little bit of tape on them to seal them, and then we're all good. Now in the bottom of that we've got a little bit of newspaper, and what we're going to do is just throw that in there. So now all 3 are in there. We're going to put some newspaper around here, and then we're going to seal that box shut. But anyway guys, I'll show you what that all looks like. Right, so that's how that now goes. Now normally what we do in that, if somebody just bought Warhammer figures or miniatures or anything like that, is I'll just black shrink wrap that, fragile tape it and ship it. But these come as part of a board game, which is there because so what we're going to do, we're going to whack that there. We're going to apply a little bit of tape, and we're going to bubble wrap and fragile tape the whole thing, and I'll show you what that looks like in about a second. Right guys, it's a bit misshapen, but that, put that back there, that's what that looks like. Now, that's just done on this one. Now, that's a £40 board game, and that's a £12 board game, and they've both been packed exactly the same, guys. One thing that I would say to do, whenever you are packing anything, is to forget what they've paid. Put yourself into your customer's shoes, because think about if you spent the money they spent and it arrived how you've packed it, how would you feel? And if it's I'd be okay with that, or I'd be happy with that, ship it. If it's, you know, I'll be a bit disappointed, change it, do something else. The reason why I've put the miniatures into Tupperware is because the first time I bought some online, which was an eBay auction that I was going to flip for more money, which I have flipped for more money, that's how they arrived to me, and I opened them and I went, that's brilliant. That's safe, that's brilliant, I'm proud of that, and I'm going to use that, and that's how I learned to do it. So always put yourself in your customer's shoes. But anyway guys, that's us on these ones, and that's your board games and your miniature figures. But if you can guys, drop us a like on the video. If you subscribe guys, you'll see more from us. That involves us picking, packing, shipping, all that sort of stuff, picking up the products and selling the products. But hopefully I will see you on the next one.